Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 165. Today, there was no topics master. It was my negligence. But today, we have our own TTM Jesse, who has taken over as the topics master or the host. We need to support her with thunderous round of applause first. Thank you, TTM Jesse, for chipping in, as you have always been supporting. Today, the time will be managed by all of us with the estimate. We will speak for 1 minute to 2 minutes, less than 1 minute, minimum 1 minute, and more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's okay. We can speak a little bit if we love the topic. If we are small in number, if we are good in number, then we need to restrict ourselves within 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what she's going to give us today, but I'm sure she's a wise person, she's a supportive person, she's a caring person, and she will be giving us nice, easy topics so we can speak easily. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. With your thunderous round of applause and warm welcome, let's put our hands together to DTM Jesse on the digital podium. DTM Jesse, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, DTM Amjad, and welcome to 165th meeting. Thanks to DTM Amjad's courtesies that we are all enjoying the meetings 3 days a week. Going forward, I will give the first topic to our first lady of our forum, and it is always Savita. Savita, your topic is, do you call ignorance a bliss? Do you call ignorance is a bliss, or do you think ignorance is a bliss?
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse, and my greetings to everyone present today in this forum. Ignorance, bliss. I feel if there are people who are at till particular stage or particular age, they are not aware of certain things because of limitation of their knowledge or limitation of their exposure. So for them, if they come and think otherwise, can be taken as a place because they have not come across. They are not exposed to particular situation or event. How can the person who is experienced make that person responsible when the other person has not even seen or known or read or come across any of such things? So I think for that particular percentage, I can say ignorance is bliss. But otherwise, if you know the thing, if you are aware of it, you know pros and cons, you know plus and minus, you know positive and negative thing about a thing, then ignorance cannot be taken it as easy. Then you have to bear the responsibility, you have to bear the consequences of your action, whatever may be. Yes, I think ignorance is bliss partially for few people, not for all. Thank you. Back to you, DTM Jesse.
Well explained, Savita. Indeed, ignorance is not always a bliss. For some, it is. For children and elderly people, maybe it is a bliss. My next speaker would be Sherman Saab. Sherman.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Sherman, is haste a waste? Is haste a waste?
Yes, Madam Topic Master and Global Friends. Sometimes we are not planning properly or not thinking properly and jump into the guns. And those times you face the haste is a waste. Yes. But before you jump, you have to think. Before you get into the water also, so unknown places you are going, and think about the depth of the place, or the stones may be there under the water, And if you jump or if you put a somersault into the water, you will get hurt. Likewise, if you in your workplace or jumping to the haste to come to a conclusions without thinking, also you may after telling all these things, you may think I did the wrong thing. What did I say on that to that person on that day? Or sometimes maybe you will think what you did was correct on the same moment. But if you think properly, you can give a good answer. You can come to a good conclusion. And people, we can say, some people think about the hastily putting labels. This person is a bad person. He's not positive person. When you go into details, you can see that's not the case. So think before you jump, or think before you take a decision. Over to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Shaman. Well taken. My next speaker is Noman. Noman?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. A stitch in time saves 9. It's a proverb.
Yes,
Have
ma'am.
you heard of it?
No, ma'am. It's first time. So can you make it a little easy for me?
Okay. Don't cry over the spilt milk. Have you heard that?
Yes.
Don't cry over the spilled milk.
Okay.
This
So
is
thank you
all
so
a
much,
proverb.
ma'am. So giving me such a very good topic. So don't cry at a spilled milk. Means that if you have missed some opportunity, do not stay at it at on it. So you have to keep going in your life. You have to keep moving in your life. You have to keep forward, keep moving forward. This is a life that these sorts of things is going to happen. So this is the main principle of living happy. So you should have to continue living. If something has gone, that doesn't mean that you haven't anything. And success and happiness also is the same case, that happiness doesn't come as a getting something what we don't have, but rather than appreciating what we do have. So we have to accept the things that have happened, and we have to move forward. We have to stay positive, and we have to be focused on our dreams. So we have to analyze what had happened wrong, and just move on, and do our best whatever we are doing in our fields. So thank you so much, ma'am. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you. Farida, are you there? Jatin? Jatin, will you take a
Yeah,
topic?
I'm there. I'm there.
Yes. Okay, Jatin, for you, this topic is little learning is dangerous. Did you get it? Little
Little.
learning is dangerous. Did you get it?
1 minute. Little learning is dangerous. I'm not sure about this.
Okay, I'll give you another one. All that glitters is not gold. These are proverbs. I think these days the children are not very used to the proverb. All that glitters is not gold.
Yeah, okay. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow impromptu family. So all that glitters is not gold, and I totally agree to this topic. So basically, it's more of like whatever is attractive, it doesn't mean it's reliable or it's like not important to it. So say you see a gold count. Let's say, you buy a game. Okay, you really love it. In your mind, you feel like, oh my god, this is so nice. I really like this game. I really want this. But then, is it reliable? Is it valuable? Is it a resource? Will it help you in for your future need? So all the glitters is not gold. So if uh, for that game, it's just for your fun. But then it will never ever help you in the future. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Jatin. Good, well taken. Yes, sometimes you buy something and then when you get it, bring it at home and then it's not what you expected, right? Has it happened to you? Sunita ma'am, getting all set for coming, huh?
I don't know. No, not yet.
Keep your bags ready. If you can't come, then you take the suitcase around the house and go.
I'm coming, Jessie. I have guests, they're leaving right now, so I will come.
Okay, no problem. I'll get. Okay, Sunita, a little tough topic. Why does silence convey more meaning than words? Why does silence convey more meaning than words? It's a tough. I thought I will give it to you or Pragya.
Um, Thank you, Toastmaster Jesse. Good evening to my global impromptu family. Silence does not always say more than words. Okay? Sometimes it does, but it has to come from the right person. Otherwise, when people stay, my husband is an expert at remaining silent, and it drives me mad. I want him to open his mouth and say something. Only then you can blame them later on, you know. But then clever people, they don't say anything, and you can never accuse them later on of having said that at that point of time. In the heat of the moment, they're very clever, they keep their mouth shut. But I think that's not a very nice habit. You have to say whatever comes into your mind at that time. You're angry, you say it, and it's over and done with. You have got it off your chest. So I don't like people who stay silent. They keep it within them and it festers inside, and then it comes out like a volcano at some time, I think. So I'm not one for silence, and I like people to voice their feelings, say whatever they want. Um, it once I remember I had a car accident and I was newly married, and my husband thought I'm going to get it from my father that day because it was my father's car, and my father just kept quiet and said, okay, we'll deal with it. And that day I was so glad he didn't say anything. Sometimes when elders, they don't say something and they just remain silent, it makes you feel uneasy. But on the whole, I am of the opinion that you have to voice your feelings. Don't keep it within you. Let loose whatever you want, say it. Apologize later. In the heat of the moment, you're allowed to say things that is only to your near and dear ones. Of course, we have the sense to decide when to say and when not to say. With our dear ones, please say whatever comes to your mind. Don't keep it in your heart. Over to you, Master Jess.
Well said, Sunita. Your father must have kept quiet because you were newly married. If you were not married, he would have given you. All right. My next speaker is, okay, Farida, doctor. Dr. Farida, your topic is broken crayons can still color. Broken crayons can still color, Dr. Farida.
A very good evening to my global impromptu family members. I love you all. Let me declare this first. The topic that has been given to me is broken crayons can still color. I totally agree with this topic. I feel that as human beings, all of us have our limitations, all of us have our flaws, all of us have our troughs, our low points. So in life, it's not always a stagnant situation. Sometimes you reach a peak and then you reach a trough. Sometimes you fail. Sometimes you're not that great in life or at your career or in your academics, but that does not mean that you cannot live a productive life. I have seen many people who have undergone broken relationships, but that's okay because they bring happiness in many, many lives or all the people who are near and dear to them, despite having a broken relationship. So outwardly, it may seem, oh my God, that guy, he's poor guy, he's separated, or poor guy, he's divorced with 2 children or whatever. But he brings joy and laughter in the lives of many of his friends, his brothers, his sisters, his parents, his cousins. And there you go. So I totally believe in this, that each human being has the capacity to color or bring color to somebody else's life. And this is what I've taught my progeny as well, my children as well, that no matter how many limitations you have, you may not be looking like Angelina Jolie, or you may not be able to climb the skyscrapers of Burj Khalifa like Tom Cruise, but you will always have the capacity to bring color into somebody's life, be it your patients, be it your friends, be it your family. So this is my take for tonight. I love you all once again. It's a pleasure to be here every single time. A very good evening to everybody.
Thank you, Doctor. Progeny is the word of the day, and progeny means descendant, right? Okay, our next speaker is Pragya. Pragya, your topic is the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
I've already spoken in this topic once over here.
So it's easy for you. You can bring
It
out
was in
all
the same meeting. Omar asked me the question.
Okay.
Okay. Is it okay, like, if you can give me some other?
Okay. That which does not kill you makes you strong. That which does not kill you makes you strong.
A 16-year-old girl standing in front of her school gate, scared to death. Should I enter? Will I be able to do it? Am I good enough or not? All these fears fill in her heart, making it heavy enough to not even breathe. But for that one split second, a decision came to her mind. Let me explore. What maximum can happen to me? I'll not succeed. I'll fail. Or on top of anything, I will just be killed. As she gathered all her courage and opened the doors of her hostel room, there was a beautiful group of college mates sitting over there in her room, who welcomed her with open heart. All the chirpy roommates were continuously asking her questions. Where are you from? What do you like? Which section are you in? What subjects have you taken? And within split seconds, that fear, that anxiety, everything went away. That fear of killing told me that you have two options. One, you can run away easily. You still have a return ticket and your mother back home. Second, it gave me an option to decide that maybe this thing will kill you. Maybe you will not be able to handle it. But you're stronger than what you believe, aren't you? Aren't we all stronger than we believe? Every single person sitting in this room today knows that we have never tried to tap the potential of the strength to overcome the fear that we have. We always let our brain accept and believe that fear is fine. I am in my safe zone. But remember that there are things which will take you to the verge of giving up. But if that split second you decide to be yourself, you decide to overcome it, you will never, ever be weak enough. You will be stronger than you would have imagined, because this particular thing which has not killed you has made you 1,000 times stronger. Because now you know, like I did then, that I can do whatever I believe in. I am stronger than my fears. They don't have the power to kill me because I know that the time they're coming to kill me, I have a powerful emotion in my mind of acceptance and going forward that will stop it and make me stronger every single day. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters, think that you're stronger than what you have ever been. And trust me, the power you will get will be unsubstantiated. Over to you, Toastmaster Jesse.
Thank you, Pragya. I think you made a small mini speech. Yes. Our next Toastmaster is Sujit. Are you there? Or Akash?
Yes, madam. I'm there. Yes, madam.
Okay,
Yes,
Sujit.
ma'am, I'm here.
Sujit, yeah, Sujit, your topic is mind is like a parachute. It only works when opened. Mind is like a parachute. It only works when opened.
Absolutely, I agree, madam. Our all actions, whether like whatever we do, even let's talk about the public speaking or impromptu speaking, it can only flow if we are on our own and the mind is open. That's only we can think diversely from varied points of view and come up with some solution in case we have a problem, or we can kind of narrate a very beautiful story, just like my Toaster masters prior to me kind of given us such a lovely speeches. So I would urge everyone, just to keep their mind, hearts open, and the possibility is going to be a tremendous for all of us. Thank you, and over to you, madam.
Thank you, Sujit. Yes, I do believe mind is like a tap. When it is opened, it flows. When you close, you get rusted. My next speaker would be Akash. Akash, are you there? If you could open your video or Showman. Akash.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Akash, your topic is life is not how much you possess, but how much you give away. Do you agree? Life is not how much you possess, but how much you give away. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am. So first of all, I'm very, very overwhelmed to all of you to give me one opportunity to add in this group. So basically, life is always possess means it means we have lots of opportunity. We can avail them, but whenever we give up, it may be uh, it may be aware, it may be sorry, ma'am.
The more you give, the more you get.
Next time, ma'am, I will try my best level.
Okay, do you want another one? Okay, do you want another topic?
Yes, why not, ma'am?
Okay, I'll give you another one. Think big thoughts, but relish small pleasures. Think big thoughts, but relish small pleasures.
Think big thought. If you think big, it means that it compel you to do your best in everything, in every field, and you can do whatever as you want. But if your thought is so big, then you can easily crash, those level which is under the high level, and easily you can avail the lots of opportunity in your life. That's why thinking a big is very good for us to become a successful in your life. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. It also means when you achieve small achievements, pat your back and enjoy the small achievements. My next speaker would be Tanmoy or Tanmay.
Hey, good evening.
Yes, Tanmay. Can you open the video? Can
I'm not in a position to open the video. I'm sorry, so might be you have to excuse me.
All right. Your topic is anger blows out the lamp of the mind. Anger blows out the lamp of the mind.
Yeah. So I think as human beings, rationality is something that we identify ourselves with. Any given situation when we find ourselves in troubled waters, and something in an instinct as a human being, something goes against us. Somebody says something hurtful. Somebody is resentful against us. Being an instinctive race, the first reaction would be to counter and to give a reaction or a statement to first, protect ourselves, as well as also uh, justifying why it has been against us. But in every where that we have seen in history, whether be it wars, whether be it political conflicts, and any conflicts in general nature, results have shown that it yields nothing but sorrow, yields nothing but pain, it yields nothing but loss to the humankind. So rationality is something that is of very, very high importance to human beings. So if we find ourselves in a situation where our mind wants to speak, our heart wants to speak, we should take a break and then think about the consequences that it might have, and then take a step. And that is why I feel that as human beings, pausing ourselves when we find ourselves in situations which are not favorable for us, and then giving an answer thinking what the future might impact, helps. So this is my overview of the topic that you've told me. I think thinking, taking a step back, understanding the consequences, that helps, and not being reactive is something that we should all do, because history says when you react, the impact of it is very, very high.
Thank you, Tanmay. Our next speaker is Dr. Zainab. Zainab.
Hello, Jyoti ma'am.
Yes, your topic is man's errors are his portals of discovery. Man's errors are the portals of his discovery. Dr. Zainab.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to wish everyone over here a very good evening, and I hope everyone's doing well. So the topic given to me is man's errors are his portals of discovery. I completely agree with this topic, because if you think about it, and if you go back in time, you think about all of these inventions, from very basic inventions, which could be fire, from very complex inventions like a wheel. All of these came out of errors. They did not intend to start a fire, they started it by mistake. And that's how they realized, oh, they can produce warmth on their own. And after that, they tried to do it again and again and perfected their method to make life much more easier. So their error was turned into a discovery. And I feel this is with all of our inventions. With time, we're getting better. And most of these discoveries, they start with some kind of error. Something which we thought was already perfected shows up some kind of error or does not work in a certain way that we would like it to work. And that makes us to strive for better. And I feel that's the whole concept behind living. It's not just breathing through life, it's actually striving and thriving in life, where every day you wake up and you have this goal or motto set. Because even like in human life, every day, not talking about big discoveries of life or life changing notions, just basic things. Every day you wake up, you find out something new. So it's always the small stones that create a snowball effect that go into bigger things. Like it was the starting error of someone carving a knife too much and making it blunt enough to turn into a wheel, that now we use it in the biggest machineries. You can't find any machinery which won't have a basic circle or a basic wheel in it, be it any machinery around the world. So I feel this is one of those things that this is why when we say, okay, so when you try and things don't work out as you would want them to, you should try harder. Because maybe this time you'll find out something that you did not see the last time, because now you're more experienced, not because you did it once, but because now you know where your faults lie. And I think that would be it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zainab. Explained it very well. My next speaker is Dinisha or Samriddhi. Who's ready? Samriddhi?
Ma'am, you talking of the Valiant Samriddhi or post?
Okay, Samriddhi Garg, since you are ready, I'll give it to you. Yes, Samriddhi. What began in anger ends in shame, or what begins in anger ends in shame. Do you agree?
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving me this topic. I think I can totally relate to this quote. I could not agree more on this. What began in anger ends in shame. So here is a small incident. I am sure the people who are in my age group would surely agree to it. So at times, there are times in our age when our views do not, conquer the views of our parents. So similar things happen with me. As an example, my father, he would always ask me that at least you should prepare the meal for at least one time. And at times I am like, really? Why should I do it? I mean, how will I do it? Then who will be doing my office work? But these are the soft times. And then sometimes I like, why don't you do it? Why don't you try it? So I think, and then just after saying that, I realized was not to be done. This is really shameful for me. And today being the Father's Day, I think I could not find a better incident to come up with. So I think, yes, I do feel ashamed of myself after doing such incidents, going through such incidents. So only today, I have resolved myself that at least I should not be doing these things with my parents. I should be angry, but you should be able to explain your anger. You should be able to give your views and not by being angry. Maybe it could have been a better way. So yes, I would conclude by saying what began in anger ends in shame. Over to you, Table Topic Master. Thank you for giving me such a wonderful topic.
Thank you, Samriddhi. You also brought Father's Day in memory also. Good. Our next speaker is Dinisha. Are you there, Dinisha? Dinisha?
Yes, I'm here.
Long time no hear, no see. Dinisha, your topic is focus on your potential and not limitations. Focus on your potential and not limitations. Dinisha.
Thank you for the topic. Good evening to all of you impromptu family members. Focus your potential, not the limitation. Actually, I totally agree with the topic. Whenever I do something, I normally think, I can do it. Anyhow, sometimes I may not know everything, but I have to learn. There are many people who guide us. Maybe your boss, maybe your some superior, or maybe your parents, or whoever. I mean, many times they guide us. We don't need to be afraid of that. We don't think of the limitations, because there are many people that we can use them as the resource person. That is how we should do everything. I think when I take, for example, if I think when my child is small, I always think that I can't look after him because I want to go to office. And how can I keep him? I don't have a nanny because I am very away from my parents and my husband's parents, and I don't believe in the many housemates. So what happened last? There were people who are known to us. They come and help us. So we don't think of the limitations. We always have to think on our potential and get used to it. There are many resource persons you can look for. And I totally agree with the topic. And over to you, the topic master.
Thank you, Dinisha. Well said. My next speaker is Samriddhi. We have two Samriddhis. Samriddhi.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. All right.
I think that's me.
Your camera is not working?
I'm actually on my phone and I don't think the camera will work on this.
Okay.
I'll try my best if I can.
All right. Your topic is competition creates better products. Competition creates better products. Your take on that.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, thank you for the topic. I think that's a topic that I can really look forward to, as I've always been very competitive of nature. Even when it's something I'm not good at all, if there's competition, I will try my hardest for it. And that's just human nature, I think. Everyone gets so competitive when it's like, especially if there's competition with their arch enemy or something like that. Then they get so competitive and they try their hardest. And I feel like competition really does bring the best out of us most of the time. Like even for me, I was very like, I'll give you an example. I was very uninterested about this English spelling bee kind of thing. I did not prepare at all for it until the last day. And then I got to know that one of my best friends, who is like very good at English too, was also participating in it. And even though we're best friends, we always like to have a little bit of competition because that's just fun. And so when I got to know that, I read like the whole book of the spelling bee competition thingy for like in the last minute, and I got first place. And I think that if I wouldn't have known that my best friend is also participating, then I wouldn't have been that competitive and I would have just put it off and it's just not acknowledged it as much as I did. And yeah, that's my take on competition brings the best out of us. Thank you.
Good, Samriddhi. You changed my mind. For me, competition puts me off. And you well said, and we gave you some people, competition fires them, I know. And that's the challenge of some people. Good one, and good example that you gave. Good one. Our next speaker would be, I think we have finished all. Samriddhi, Sujit, all finished. It's your Amjad.
Yes, DTM.
Who can give DTM Amjad a good topic? Okay, I have it. Why do we idolize celebrities? Why do we idolize celebrities?
Kami, thank you so much, TTM Jesse, for giving me this beautiful topic. Why do we idolize celebrities? I have the same question in my head. Why do we idolize them? Being Amjad Ali, I don't really idolize people at all, but I respect their work, their dedication, their diligence, their hard work a lot. I applaud for them. Anybody you take it, anybody, somebody is reached somewhere, is there's a reason behind, whether good or bad. Bad will be facing repercussions, good will be facing repercussions, are enjoying the delights. So I personally feel we should not idolize people, but actually we cannot stop everyone doing it. People want to become somebody, that is not good for me. People want to learn something from somebody, I think I salute such people because they want to find the way these people have found. But actually, do we really find such ways? People have tried and they have succeeded. I don't really believe. If Dr. Ajay Kamath has achieved something, he became a doctor because he came from a family. He got such resources. And if I try to find him, my idol, and I try to find similar ways, and I don't think I would be able to do that. But respecting and trying the way they have tried, I think I can become somebody at that level, but not that exactly that level. I will not be able to achieve what he has achieved, but I'm able to achieve something similar in my niche. So that's what I always tell in my speeches wherever I get a chance. Do not idolize people, but learn their life, find the ways, the way they found the ways, from the way they rose up and they made something possible from impossible. Yes, you will not be able to find their status, but you will find another level of status which is meant for you. Stop idolizing people. Celebrities are celebrities because you made them celebrities. And there are people who will recognize your diligence, your efforts, your uniqueness, and they will call you celebrities. Day before yesterday, I was in Dubai Mall and we were trying to find place to sit as a family. A lot of people came up to me and said, I've seen you on Facebook, I've seen you somewhere. Can I take a selfie? And I was feeling nervous, honestly speaking, let me tell you, in front of my family. People find me, they call me celebrity, but I don't find myself. I always tell them, I made videos for them. Do not idolize people, do not praise people to the higher level. So they will feel prudent and you will feel lower than them. Never ever do that. Respect their work, appreciate, that's it, applaud for them and be right next to them. And this is how I idolize people, or I respect people, and I want them to do the same thing for me as well. Ladies and gentlemen, stops idolizing people because they are also normal people. If you go home, when they are not combed, when they are not made up, they look the same way you look. Thank you so much. Back to you, madam.
Thank you, Amjad. I think you are a celebrity. Every YouTube I see you are there. On the Facebook, I also see you are there. You are a celebrity, and you got the right topic. Yeah, sometimes it is not idolizing, probably recognizing also maybe. Uh, we take it as a differently as idolizing. We have a hero of our impromptu. Uh, Mexican or Texan guy, Dr. Ajay, who can give you a topic?
So, Mr. Jesse, may I?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Time for revenge.
Yes. We missed him.
You give me better topics than what Umar does, so it's okay. Okay, this is a little longer topic, but a recent book which I've read, Mindset. The topic says, when do you feel smart? When you're flawless or when you're learning? When do you feel smart? When you're flawless or when you're learning?
Excellent. First of all, very, very good evening to all Global Impromptu members. I know I've been joining a little late because of some other commitments, but it's always a pleasure to be here. When do I feel smart? Excellent question. I feel smart all the times. That's the honest reply. But if I have to compare whether I feel smart, you know, I would say, in my personal opinion, I feel smart when I'm learning. There are two reasons for it. One is when you're learning, you are first of all accepting that someone who is across you is the person who is teaching you. That's how you learn. It could be anyone around you. It could be a small boy on the street. It could be a professor giving a lecture in the university, or it could be some learned person who is giving a talk on some sensitive issue. If I go into that particular arena or area, like a child playing or a professor talking, with a mindset that what is this guy or person is going to teach me, or probably is going to speak on this matter. Oh, okay, this is what is going to happen. Trust me, I've already shut my receiver. I have shut my receiver. Unless and until I'm in that mode to go there and see, okay, what is there which I can learn, there is no way I'm going to absorb or get any quality out of anything around me. And when you learn something which you never realized was around you, I'm sure, at least for me, I feel definitely smarter. Okay, I learned one more thing. I learned one more thing. I feel better by that. And I can utilize that particular experience in my future life. And that's why I say whenever I'm learning, I'm definitely feel more smarter than thinking, okay, I've achieved everything now. And that's a roadblock. I remember in day-to-day life, I've learned so many things from my daughters because their experiences, their exposures in life has been totally different from what I have seen. They have a different benchmark. They have already got a platform from where they started much higher up than I did in my life. And they are seeing things and talking about things. The exposure to information is amazing. When I sometimes sit and discuss with them, I'm just a good listener to learn from them. And I can tell you that today, definitely, I feel smarter than many people of my age. I'm not talking about that. So definitely, I feel smarter in that respect. And I strongly believe, especially in today's world, in today's generation, there is a lot to learn from our progeny. Our progeny are our teachers. So I definitely believe that I definitely feel smarter as and when I'm in the learning process. Over to Pragya. Thank you.
Wonderful take, Toastmaster Ajay. DTM Jesse, you are also left, right?
Yes, give me.
Okay, you want an easier one or a tougher one?
Anything, it doesn't matter.
I think Umar has polished us so much that now topics don't matter at all. Okay, so your topic is that no matter what your history has been, your destiny is what you create today. No matter what your history has been, your destiny is what you create today.
Fellow Toastmasters, the past is not always past. The past is the destiny you created in the past that you are enjoying today. But if you want a better destiny tomorrow, your today matters. So no matter what your past was, what you create today is going to be your destiny tomorrow. Now, for me, my past is very, very difficult, like, bringing up my children and doing all the work. But I did it in such a way, I gave my best to my past efforts. And that past efforts, I am reaping today a peaceful present. So whatever is your past, if you had a bad past, then probably your present may be a little difficult, but you make a change today, it's going to be a better tomorrow. So not always the past will be a better tomorrow. I may have confused it. So what I say is, past does matter. Past is the one that you are reaping today. And today matters more because you can create best tomorrow. So whatever is, you think that it is past, what you are today, if you're not happy, I think you were destined because what you did to yesterday. If you are today, you are happy and you can be still better, happier tomorrow by what you're doing. So my point is, don't forget the past, but work in the present so your destiny can be better tomorrow. Over to you, Pragya.
Wonderful take, DTM Jesse. So should we hand over to DTM Amjad?
DTM Amjad, if he can close the recording.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse. Really appreciate for this today's conduct, 165th conduct. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you have all done wonderfully well, and let's put our hands together to thank DTM Jesse for managing this show. It was impromptu for her. It was not only the impromptu topic, but impromptu session for her as well. With that power vested in me as the host of this meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Please stay blessed and keep your society safe. Bye-bye.